There have been a lot of great, well-written anime and manga over the years. Many are well-known and appreciated by everyone, while others are lesser known and not discussed much. But the anime we are going to review in this episode stands at the pinnacle of them all. An anime that is not just a simple story about wars and conflict, but a tale with strategic warfare and political mind games. But what makes this one special is the literal emotions or charisma or feelings. I don't even know how to describe it. The way this show portrays war strategies and political tension is unmatched in any other piece of media. So, sit back tight and relax, because the anime we will be reviewing and recommending today is a legendary masterpiece of the genius Yasuhisa Hara, a series that will drop your jaw on the floor and hearts burning with passion. So, without hyping it up any longer, let's dive into the historical epic of Kingdom. Started airing in 2012, Kingdom is a historical epic about a servant boy named Shin who wants to become the greatest war general of China, and a king named Ying Zheng who wants to unite all of the 7 kingdoms of China. But to reach their goals, they have to conquer all the other kingdoms with military power alone, all while dealing with the political power struggle for the throne. That just about summarizes the basic premise of the show. This is a show about 2 boys having a straight-up absurd dream and their journey of making that dream into reality. Now, this is a long series compared to your usual seasonal anime, as it shows us their whole journey from kids to adulthood. The manga of this series is still ongoing, and by the time of making of this video, the 6th season of the show is currently airing.
The storyline of this series is nothing short of a masterpiece. The way the author portrays the war sequences is just genius. The show does such a good job at coming up with complex war strategies that you won't even be able to think of. But even though they are so complex and unimaginable, the show does such a good job at explaining those tactics that you never feel left out. The insane level of planning shown in this series is unlike any other anime I have ever seen. But for sure, the main highlight of this show is its characters. There is no other anime, and I mean no other anime, that does such a great job at character development and portrayal as this one. Every character, when they take the spotlight, feels like the main character. None of them is neglected, ever. They all get their own chance to shine, to connect with the audience, and leave their mark on people's minds. Even some of the lesser important characters are so well written that it is hard to forget them. The motives of every character, whether friend or enemy, feel justified, which makes it really hard to say who's right and who's wrong. And when one of those characters is gone, you feel their absence in your heart. The war generals are for sure the main highlight among all the other characters. Every one of them is extremely powerful. They have their own way of doing things, some are heroic, some not as much. But with the introduction of every single one of them along the story, only one thing comes to mind: that we haven't seen anything yet. Moving on from the characters, let's talk about a not much good part of the show, at least for the first couple of seasons, and that would be its animation. Now, the manga of this show is fantastic, but the animation for seasons 1 and 2, let's just say, isn't very appealing. The first 2 seasons use CG animations, which we all know how that goes. But even though the animation is bad, the other aspects, such as sound design and storyline, are still peak in those seasons. And from the 3rd season, the anime just takes a 180 turn. The later seasons feature some of the best animations you will see in the anime industry, along with some insanely hype arcs. The sheer hype this show builds up is just insane. But what's more insane is that it delivers on that hype, and many times goes even beyond it. The plot twists of the show are goddamn amazing, so much so that you might be left speechless for a while after witnessing them. And with maybe its most hype season yet airing right now, I think it is about to get even better. Kingdom is among some of the highest rated anime on websites like MyAnimeList, with a rating of 8.83, but it isn't that well known or talked about in the anime communities. Many people skipped it due to its bad animation in the first 2 seasons, and many are just unaware of it.
But if I could only recommend anime to you guys, it would be this one. Just give it a try and I promise you won't regret it. And once it grabs you, the poor animation won't bother you. It is a show that stays with you for a long time, because we are still quite far from reaching the end. Well, that's all. I could talk about this show for much longer, but I'll just leave it to you guys to experience it yourself. Also, I am running out of underrated anime for this series, so comment down below what other anime you would like me to review in this series. And what are your thoughts on Kingdom? If you guys found this review helpful, like the video and hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss out on such upcoming awesome reviews. But if you are looking for some other anime, check out these other recommendations and reviews on your screen. Until then, see you next time. Peace.